I love Kirstie Alley. I have done since I was about 4 years old, maybe 5, and I have been desperate to see Veronica's Closet for quite a long time. I've finally seen the first episode, pilot, creatively titled, and so far I am thoroughly enjoying this. It lasted for 3 seasons, which is a pretty decent run, but I don't understand why it didn't last for longer. This is, of course, my opinions based on the first episode. Things could be different as the show progresses, but I can confirm that I do have every intention of continuing to watch it all, because I had a lot of fun with this first episode. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the actual narrative itself, because I don't want to spoil anything about it. I went into this not really knowing what it was about, and I found that to be a really pleasing way to discover more about the narrative and the characters, and what kind of thing I could expect going forward. But I will discuss the basics. Kirstie Alley plays a character called Veronica Chase, or Ronnie, and Veronica owns a lingerie company called Veronica's Closet, which I think is a pretty great name. And I have to say straight away, I've already confirmed in my mind that she really suits this role. I don't know what came first, Kirstie Alley or Veronica. If this role was written for Kirstie Alley, perfect. They've got it spot on. If Kirstie Alley had to audition for this, or if she was one of the names floating around for the role, perfectly cast. So far, she works so well with this character. Of course, my opinion may change. I'm well aware of that, but right now, I'm absolutely loving this character. And from what I can tell with this first episode, the show centers around Veronica's life and what she gets up to surrounding the business, but also we have things with relationships and friendships and other aspects of office life. Her employees seem to be quite central in this, which I love because that always gives us really interesting relationship dynamics. Sitcoms that are set in the place of work, I find, often work more effectively than a lot of sitcoms that center around a family. Not always, of course, I am generalizing, but if I were to name some sitcoms and comedy shows that I loved, a lot of them would be work-based, office-based, that kind of thing. But not The Office. Not a fan. And I think the introductions we get to the characters here are really great. Really looking forward to finding out more about a lot of these characters because, obviously, to begin with, we're not quite up to scratch with a lot of their personalities, but it seems like there's quite a mixed variety of personalities, a mixed selection of individuals to bring all kinds of different perspectives to this. And Veronica's relationships with people that we see in this, I love her. I love this woman. Both Kirstie Alley and Veronica. I think she's got a great attitude. She's kind of, who does she remind me of? Obviously, because she owns this company, she's got an element of success to her, but you can also see straight away that that success in her career is balanced by issues in her personal life, her love life, her friendships, which is something we often see. Very successful business owners are often characters who have very troubled lives, and this is what I kind of assume a lot of the show will focus on, not just problems in the workplace, but problems from home that she brings to the office. And I think that works really well. So my initial opinion, I love it. The style of humour is great. It's not as funny as, say, Kirstie, which is one of her more recent shows that I thought was absolutely brilliant, and I truly adored that. But again, if this is the first episode, they're still kind of finding their feet with the style of humour, so I'm well aware that that might change as it progresses. But right now, I really liked this. Kirstie Alley was absolutely incredible. Of course she was. I'm biased. I'm well aware of that. There was always, let's face it, this was never really going to be a negative discussion. For me to have not liked this, Kirstie Alley would have had to have been absent. Because it's very rare. Not impossible, but it's very rare that she does something that I don't at least like. Because if she's in it, I at least like that aspect of it. But I did find it entertaining. I think the setting is really great. That's the exact kind of setting I like for a sitcom or a comedy. The characters and mix of personalities that we meet so far I think they're going to gel together really well. In certain cases, they will deflect one another, which I think will also be really funny and very effective. It's 3 seasons, I believe, 60-something episodes. So it's not horrifically long. It's not like Cheers long. But that's a good amount of material. That's a good couple of days of watching. Maybe a bit longer than that. Veronica's Closet was something I'd wanted to see for a while. I'm glad to say I've finally seen it. If only the introduction. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else is in store. Kirstie Alley is just magnificent.